Don't forget to plant. Okay. Hey, everybody. It's Chef Marty here today. I am with Jordan Foley from CHOW, and we're super excited to find out on the Welcome In show what he is doing with food trucks. Jordan, you're doing good today.
I'm doing great, Chef. Thanks for having me on. It's exciting. It's a little bit of a rainy day up here in Annapolis, Maryland, but great to be on the show with you.
Yeah, and we're going to find all about you welcoming us in to your kitchen and what's going on. Are you ready to rock?
Oh, always ready to rock, as we like to say.
All right, let's do it then. Well, it is such an honor again to meet you and to find out from John Panaccione all that you're doing with CHOW. And he first contacted me, Jordan, and he said, I've got the perfect guy for you to meet. So I couldn't help but notice the submarine in the background. What's going on with that?
I was a submarine officer for 6 years, Chef, and as you know, some of the best cooks in the Navy are down there making fresh bread every day. So I fell in love with the culinary specialist rate then and there. But served 6 years, and now I'm a Navy JAG, still active duty, but love my time on the sub.
Amazing. I was a bubblehead stew burner myself, retired after 21 years and hung around. Finally got the 30-year certificate. So I know all about baking bread underwater, and we have a lot of bubblehead stew burners in our group. Tell us about CHOW. I'm gonna share the screen so that our viewers can also get a chance, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, let them see what CHOW is all about, and we're gonna run over just for folks to letschow.org. Jordan, tell us what's going on.
Yeah, please take a look at our website, letschow.org. We are a nonprofit. We're incorporated in Maryland, but we have national reach. And I started this nonprofit in January 2020 after a year of thinking about how to better serve my community. And as y'all in the military know, you move a lot. It's hard to even try to find a peewee football team to coach, let alone get engaged with the community at a meaningful level. So I wanted something that would move with me. And I have loved to cook since I was a little boy, standing on my grandma's step stool, big Italian family. So that's kind of how it went. As I was thinking, I just never really got the goal to put the paperwork forward until I unfortunately had one of my friends from the Naval Academy try to start a business, and he fell into depression and debt and died by suicide. And I decided, even though I'm active duty, I don't want to wait to start this organization. I'm going to do it now, and it's going to be hard, and I'm going to be busy, but I believe it's worth it. So in January 2020, we got 501c3 status from the IRS, and we've been operating for now over a year. And what we do is we hyper focus. So rather than being a mile wide and inch deep, helping veterans and military spouses start businesses, we hyper focus on the culinary industry. And we believe that we can help create business ownership in the culinary industry through our 5-step training pipeline and through the microcosm of the food truck, because we believe that environment of the food truck is a perfect training bed for things like marketing, sourcing your menu, interacting with customers, everything that you would need to know. So we've been developing out this system that brings you in from a zero level of knowledge of training with digitally. So you can start with our digital training. That's a 10-lesson digital training. And then you can go and get your ServSafe certification through us as we help you study and prepare for that test. And then part of CHOW, and what we realized is service is part of our DNA as military spouses and veterans, and we give back to the community by preparing meals for those in need from the food truck and taking the food truck directly to them. So right now our center of operations is the Maryland, DC, Virginia area, but we're soon expanding nationally. Last year at this time, or around the end of March, beginning of April, I received my first $100 donation from a mentor who believed in CHOW. And I'm proud to say today, 1 year later, we have $100,000 in kind donated and pledged donations, and we're just really ready to rock, Chef. So the more people we can reach and ask to continue to donate to allow us to reach more veterans and reach more people in need, the more we can really go. And we've won every pitch we've been in at this point, and we're pitching with businesses that are for-profits. People love our nonprofit model. The trucks make money. They're a schoolhouse, and they're also serving the community. Not a lot of times you get a win-win-win, but here we are, and that's CHOW.
Absolutely. I am so amazed at what you guys are doing. Let me tell you, when John was telling me he's got a match made in heaven with what you guys are doing, he said, Marty, John's of course Army, but he said, you being Navy, this is an awesome thing. You got to see what these guys are into. I want to just put your web address up there again for folks. CHOW food trucks, they're called CHOW. And their web address is at Let's CHOW. So it's not Let's CHOW. That's not who they are. That's just their web address. But they're called CHOW. And we're talking with Jordan Foley today. We're going to take a quick commercial. If we have any questions out there from the audience, as always, please put your comments in. We will take them. We will answer them. Feel free to ask anything. And any parting comments before we jump into a commercial?
No, I want to thank you for having us on. I know, Chef, how great some of these Navy and other service cooks can be. And we have a cohort of 4 pretty awesome people. I'm excited to tell you after the commercial break about who we got operating this truck coming this summer.
It sounds exciting. Let's do that when we come back.
Did you know that at least half of the world's population still does not have access to essential health services? One of the biggest problems in developing countries is the lack of medical monitoring devices. We have a solution. Kipuwex. Kipuwex is an easily attachable, lightweight IOMT device which continuously measures all the clinically relevant biomarkers vital to the assessment of your health. Kipuwex uses smart algorithms to provide efficiently reliable measurements for healthcare professionals. The biomarkers can be monitored remotely, anywhere and at any time, with a mobile and web application. Kipowex is not limited by physical infrastructure and is suitable for professional use and in the future for home users as well. A simple user interface will let you choose which biomarkers you want to view and displays them on easy-to-read graphs. We here at Kipowex want to combat healthcare inequality and help millions of people around the world.
Thank you guys so much. We're back with the Welcome In show. We have been welcomed into the home and kitchen of CHOW. We are checking out Jordan Foley. Jordan, how are you doing?
Wonderful, Chef. Couldn't be better.
Well, tell us about those 4 people. Before we went to commercial, you said you were going to rock on 4 great people really contributing to the program.
Yeah, and I'll start with reaching out to any interested veterans or military spouses. If you think you would like to come operate in one of our trucks as a fellow for 3 to 6 months as a paid 1099 contractor, visit letschow.org and click on the food trucks tab, and it'll ask you if you want to request an application. But these 4 people, after a very rigorous and competitive application process, the interest was incredible. We selected 4 women who were military spouses and 1 veteran. All 4 women of color, an African-American veteran who was an Army vet. We have a woman whose husband was a translator for the Army. They were Iraqi citizens up until the past couple years, and she was born and raised in Baghdad, and she's our military spouse. And then we have another military spouse who was born and raised in Colombia. Husband was an Air Force officer, and then a Mexican-American woman whose husband is an Army officer. And these people are bringing not only the experience they all have with whatever culinary careers they came from, but cuisine from Colombia, Iraq, of Mexican-American heritage in the American South. And it's going to be one of the most diverse and interesting food truck menus in the world, I promise you.
And so you're not actually just doing it for the veteran, you're also welcoming spouses who have difficulty with employment. Like I moved 26 times in 21 years across 3 continents. You know how hard that is for the spouse. You're helping them also if they want to.
Exactly, Chef. And we're looking at that as a holistic family approach, providing another income stream that is movable. That food truck, obviously it's a mobile food truck, but moving that business to different locations, in fact, it can help the family immensely. And we all know military spouses are one of the most underemployed demographics in this country. We are giving them a pathway to food truck ownership, but we're also empowering them and the military veterans to become business owners, which if you look at the regulatory environment for a food truck, it scares off a lot of people. It varies county to county, and there's a lot of forms you need to fill out. So that's something that can even just turn people away. But also the startup cost price tag is somewhere north of $50,000, usually around $75,000 all in. So what we're doing is we're giving them the confidence to either put their own money up after a whole year of training, or we are able to find financing for them, or they operate under our system and get product market fit for whatever their menu is. Those 4 people I mentioned are serving their own menus. CHOW is not known for a single menu. We just say we're international street food, and we go with that. And it's really been working. And honestly, the reception has been very positive for having a rotating menu for a food truck.
Amazing. Yeah. You're not set to a specific menu. You're allowing them to showcase the beauty of their heritage. I was telling my daughter the other day, she was asking me about some foods. And I said, well, honey, for that, we'd really need to go up towards Asheville to an Aztec restaurant that we go to get that kind of food. So that's probably going to be on the list. And that's awesome, man. What's some of can we hear some of the fun food items, some of your favorites?
Oh yeah, I mean, right now the menu is being teased out, but Noor, our Iraqi, military spouse, she has this falafel with a cool mint cucumber sauce that's been pretty awesome. We've been testing it out. Yeah, we also got some pretty cool Latin American street food. These little little Cuban sandwiches. They're kind of like little tapas bites, so that's pretty cool. And then we're also kind of branching off and doing some of this Ethiopian menu that we all really like. So none of us really have the background per se, but we're able to make a nice segawat and injera in the truck and hand it out as a nice little meal. So We've really been taken off with the Asian fusion tacos too. So we've been doing some fun stuff. We have a butter chicken taco, pretty much like your naan that you would eat with it, but in a taco form. And then we have a really cool Korean chicken tinga taco that's on a blue flour tortilla. And when you hear these things, you're probably like, well, that sounds like a neat restaurant. It's like, well, no, this food truck can roll up to wherever you are and kind of start serving this. It's just up to you and the menu, but we're trying to rethink that creativity and be fun with it.
Well, you're doing a great job with it. We have a special video today from CHOW. I wonder, as we go into our next commercial, if you would mind if I put it on for the viewers and let them have a chance to see it.
Yeah, please do, Chef.
Yeah, I think we have it hopefully uploaded. I'm not sure if the system balked at us or not, but don't kill me if I put the wrong commercial on. Okay. We also have one other friend of ours that I would like to bring to your attention and also share with everybody from Leisure Management Plus of England. They have been working for quite some time on these ultraviolet C MUVX blasters. You roll the machine into a restaurant, you roll it into the kitchen at night, you roll it into the back of the food truck or into the hotel, and they turn it on, and it blasts the ultraviolet C light for about 2 hours or longer, depending on how long you want it to run, and kills everything in that space that the light can see. So this has been really interesting to see the solutions that people are coming out with in the food service industry and as hoteliers and restaurateurs. So let me see what I got here. We'll do a couple of commercials and I'll be right back.
At CHOW, we help military veterans and their spouses start careers in the culinary arts through food truck training. Our menu is as diverse as our staff, and we found that much like Paul Mitchell salons who employ hairstylists in training, people are happy to visit a CHOW pop-up location and purchase food made by aspiring chefs who serve their country. We spent all of 2020 learning more about the culinary industry, and now we are introducing our schoolhouse, Kitchen with a Mission, which is a separate entity from CHOW to help focus on the training and vocational development of our veterans and spouses. Kitchen with a Mission is a proprietary curriculum developed in 2020 that includes self-paced digital training that results in National Restaurant Association certification. Upon completion of the training, the student enters a program where they prepare hundreds of meals for those in need. In the COVID-19 environment, the culinary industry is struggling. We found that solely relying on sales to customers to train veterans was not only failing to get them proper kitchen exposure, but saturating local markets to the point where we were sourcing too much food. The idea came to start cooking for those in need in December 2020. Kitchen with a Mission then began to partner with local nonprofits like Nourish Now to provide hundreds of meals to the homeless. The best part of all this is we are training veterans in commercial kitchen operations while giving back to the community. Each veteran will complete a digital and hands-on training, which is valued at $2,000 for a 6-month semester. We are currently working on pathways to funding through the GI Bill, Voc Rehab, and current nonprofit funding sources at the state level that have already agreed to fund tuition. Just one truck will allow Kitchen with a Mission to train 40 veterans and produce 7,000 meals annually. Each set of meals, about 200, is sponsored by a local company at $5 per meal. With sponsors already lined up, Kitchen with a Mission stands to produce $35,000 in revenue from meal sponsorships and $40,000 in tuition in just 1 year. The goal of this program is to scale and expand to different areas of the DMV while using our competitive advantage of using food trucks to visit food-insecure locations. Kitchen with a Mission trains veterans and their spouses in the culinary arts while giving back to the community. And with your help, we can put 12 veterans on the road by the end of this summer. We are a Georgetown Spirit nonprofit and believe in the concept of cura personalis. Veterans are not only bettering their culinary skills through our program, they are bettering the whole community. Thank you for your consideration, and as we like to say, let's chow.
Join former White House chef Marty Mangello as he brings to life colorful stories about America's presidents and first families that have occupied 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue Northwest.
Is when screaming guests are lit on fire inside the White House. So I know that everyone's thinking like, what did he just say?
It's time to be informed and entertained with Inside the President's Cabinet. Visit the website today at www.insidethepresidentscabinet.com.
All right, well, we are back, and glad to have Jordan Foley with us today. If you're just tuning in, or you catch us later during a rerun, we are with CHOW today. Jordan is a Navy veteran and a commissioned officer, submarine service. He is a bubblehead. I was a stew burner, so we're definitely going to have some good eats. And I think my dad was pretty shocked when he come on a Tiger cruise one year. We picked him up in Fort Lauderdale, Jordan, and took him up to New London on the USS Springfield, where I had won the NAY Award for the world with my crew. And so he got on board and he went to his rack and he come back and he said, I can't sleep. I have a CPAP machine and I need a plug. I was like, Dad, you brought a medical device on board in your luggage, a machine? He's like, yeah, I go to sleep with it every night. I was like, oh my gosh. I had to go ask a first class, this, that, can I borrow your plug, bro? He get them all in. He went back to his rack. He went to sleep like a baby minutes later. So, but he was just amazed for 2.5 days to watch the operation. He went in the galley and did pizza night. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention a most recently passed hero of ours, Captain Russell Keller, had just passed away last month. He was our commanding officer of USS Springfield SSN 761 when the crew won the NAY Award for the world. And we mourn Captain Keller, who later ran the nuclear power school down by Charleston. And we send our most sincere condolences to that particular submarine captain, Captain Russell Keller. So any parting words about the future and what is going to be happening this and next month, Jordan?
Yeah, definitely, Chef. And I was right behind you on the SSN 760. It was my boat, the USS Annapolis. So we were right there with you, same fleet. But so what's happening this year and next year? So those four military those veterans and spouses we mentioned, they're going to be operating in the truck. They're going to be selling to customers, and they're going to be giving back to the community. What that video explained was our model of how we get money. We ask for grants and donations to then go to underserved communities and cook them hot meals and deliver them directly to the people rather than making it look and feel like a handout. This is an event for them. And it's something we want to do for outreach, not only for our program, but also myself as a kid coming from a community that was definitely underserved and not having a lot of money. Learning about the Navy was the best thing that ever happened to me. And I've been able to travel the world and have a great career and able to give back because of it. So we want to go to these communities too and tell them about all the opportunities there are in the services, and also cook them some good and healthy food. What we ask for you is to just please follow us on social media. We know times are rough and we know things are tight and it's hard to ask for money, but we do say if you want to pay it forward, the number $4 will pay for a restaurant quality meal for somebody in need. If you just go to our letschow.org and click donate and put in $4, that will be a meal directly delivered to somebody over the course of this summer. Also, we understand that, because money is tight, we don't want to make you do anything or ask you to do anything like that, but we challenge 22U. That is to symbolize the 22 veterans who die by suicide every day. We challenge you to tell 22 of your contacts about CHOW. And we thank you for your consideration. And we're going to do a ton of good in the nation. We're going to do a ton of good in Annapolis, in the DC area this summer. We just ask for you to watch us because we are going to be a name and we are going to be a national brand, and we're going to be something that I've always envisioned a company doing, that's giving back to the community while being successful, while training and making people not only better business leaders, but community leaders. So thanks for your time, and Chef, obviously an honor. Great to see you, and thank you.
Yeah, it's an honor. This White House chef looks forward to coming up and being a guest chef sometime. I've got at least 5 cooking classes starting in the area soon, but I was just invited again to come to DC today. So if there's anything I can do, Jordan, I look forward to it. And before you leave for the Welcome In show, your favorite inn that you want to give a shout out to, any favorite inns or B&Bs, hotel or resort or a restaurant even that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Well, if I'm giving a shout out to a restaurant, it's going to be definitely. So this is a Bread and Butter Cafe down in Annapolis. Monica not only is a great Air Force veteran, she also won Annapolis Person of the Year last year for all of her efforts in feeding the community during COVID. Monica's a great partner at CHOW. You can see our mugs there too. But Bread and Butter Cafe in Annapolis. So I'm allowed to put a plug for anywhere. That is something that is the ethos of what we do. So Monica, we love you, and to keep doing your good stuff there.
All right, guys, there you have it. Bread and Butter Cafe in downtown Annapolis. It's the place to be. Get over there. And if you go in and ask for Monica, offer your thanks. Jordan, thank you so much for a fantastic show. Love what you're doing. We're so proud of you, man. God bless, and have a wonderful Easter.
You too, Chef. Pleasure. Thank you.
Take care, buddy.